I'm back. I am. I'm back. I've got power. I've got recordings going on. I'm all 6s and 7s. I've been back about a week now. Came back to about 300 plus orders. Twice as many as last year. So that was good. I've still got some emails to clear down on my shop. I'm not dreading it. I can't get the cog going. I've done eBay. All the eBay orders are gone. All my store orders are gone. I've just got one outstanding order to send out, which is a day late. I've had a delivery today, so I can get that out. But I'm still 6s and 7s, and I'm cold. I find it difficult to get going in the cold, but I find it extra hard to get going when I've been on holiday. But whilst I'm talking about the holiday bit, it was a great break. I did nothing. I just sat on my balcony for like 2 weeks, just making myself silly. But anyway, I enjoyed it. That's the important thing, isn't it? I enjoyed doing nothing. I really did. But it's difficult to get going again once you've been doing nothing. But, you know, the sales force you into some kind of activity. But, you know, I want to talk a little bit about the holiday setting that you put on eBay and on Etsy and on my own store. Although my own store, Shopify, if you're listening, please put a holiday mode thing in there. All you can do on Shopify is put a statement on your main page and a comment at the top on the banner to basically say that you're closed. You can still place orders and you'll deal with them upon your return. But, you know, you get some people that basically don't see the messages. They place an order and they start screaming, because where's my order? Same on eBay. But for the first few days of eBay, I basically left the shop actually switched off, and about 3 or 4 days into the holiday, I switched the holiday mode on to allow customers to buy, but that I was on holiday. Why? Because I was away for about 16, 17 days, and eBay only allows you to do 15. So I had to kind of cut it short. So that was fine, that was okay. But, you know, when you put the shop on holiday mode on eBay, you start to worry about things like holiday pay. I suppose, you know, you leave your store open and you've got orders to come through to process upon your return. But it's not really a holiday, is it? You still got an element of stress. However, even if you did get holiday pay, you'd probably leave your shop open to get the orders, because that would be like a bonus, right? But yeah. But the thing is, you're still not switching off completely, because every time you get an order, you're kind of compelled to have a look. Messages still keep coming in, item not received cases come in, return requests come in, and you've got to deal with them. So it's not really a holiday. So you're not really free from it. Not like if you was a paid employee. Say take an eBay employee. They get their 4 weeks holiday, maybe 5 weeks holiday a year. They book the holiday off, they take the time away, they don't have to worry. They're getting their pension paid, they're getting holiday pay. These are the benefits of actually working for a corporate. When you're self-employed, you don't get any of that at all. And, you know, I dare to say that even though it's a lifestyle choice that we choose, we're storing up problems for the future, especially if you haven't got any pension provision, which basically is concerning, really, because it's kind of left down to the individual to organise, and most individuals don't think about things like that, especially young fellas and girls, you know, that are basically doing it. Somebody like me who's approaching retirement, it's on my mind. I've got to basically tuck some stuff up and some money away to actually prepare. But, you know, once I called myself an eBay slave, and sooner or later I'm going to call myself an eBay pensioner. So how much do you get from your pension then? Nothing, mate. I get state basic pension. But what did you do with your life? Well, I worked so you know, selling eBay. I had an eBay shop. So didn't you tuck any money away? No. You see, when you're with an employer, you're kind of encouraged to do it. The facilities are there, which basically begs the question: should eBay consider us a form of employee, like Uber do with taxi drivers in the UK? There was a court case, and the taxi drivers took them to court, and they consider themselves to be employees. They're employees when they're driving for Uber. For us, though, we're not really employees. We're self-directed, self-directed traders, capitalists. But really, it begs the question still, should eBay put something in place that enables us to have an eBay life, a deeper relationship with eBay? Say, for instance, after 3 years of working full-time, you've turned over, say, 300 grand. You're doing your 4th year or your 5th year. You're a young fella starting out. You've turned over 500,000 for them. You've earned them a good 20 grand a year. So they've made £100,000 out of you. What have you made out of them? Minimum wage. You've made a minimum wage. How much money have you saved? Nothing. But if they put one of those basic state pensions in place, the ones where you contribute and they contribute, that would be something, wouldn't it? Let's say they said, for instance, for every 3% you put in, Martin, we'll put 1% in, a 33% contribution. That's 4% contribution. You get tax relief on that. Probably brings it up to around about 5% of your earnings, which is what is it, minimum wage. And over a 30-year period, you've got like as a preparation for your retirement, an eBay life. eBay should be offering these products and services to their sellers. They should be looking for a deeper relationship with us, in my view. I did make some notes, and I was going to make a structured recording, but I've got so much to do. I felt as if I just need to quickly nip on here and basically capture my thoughts around the holiday mode. Please, eBay, if you're listening, develop the holiday mode. Put some more options in there. Think about basically putting a concierge service in for people who go on holiday, so that you'll basically give us the option to defer to you to make decisions on our behalf or something like that. So, you know what I mean? It would help. Not only that, it would improve the customer experience, and it would de-stress us. All this stress that we carry is a burden, and one day it's going to backfire on somebody, and there's an investigation going to be made, and people are going to realise that, selling on eBay is detrimental to your health and your mental health. So please think about a suite of products. I did make a list, actually. I've made a list of what products I would like eBay. Let's have a look and see what I wrote down. Bit of fun. Let's have a look. I did write them some here. Here, what do I want? Comment, well, no, it's not on there. Maybe it's here. Yeah, you don't know what you're doing, do you, Mart? Let's have a look here. No. Downside of an eBay shop. Here. What I want eBay. I want a pension with match contributions. That's what I want. You're pulling out £2,000-3,000 of me for a month in commission. I want to put £50 a month in. You put £50 a month in. Give me a little bit back. I'm not asking for a lot. An eBay pension, an eBay life. That's what I want. I want critical illness insurance. I want you to go and negotiate a good deal with some insurance company and offer it to me as an eBay seller. 3 years service, minimum 3 years service, turned over 300 grand in my first 3 years. Give me something back. I mean, I've been doing it for 15 years. I want a lot back. Critical illness. If something happens to me, I lose a leg or something, I'm going to find it difficult to actually run this business. Life insurance. It wouldn't hurt to give us a little bit of life insurance. If I pop my clogs tomorrow, who's going to bury me? I need some money to bury me. I want travel insurance. When I do switch the shop off in holiday mode, I want to be covered while I'm away. I buy life insurance anyway, so you might as well basically come up with an eBay life cover, a travel cover, so that I can pay it to you, all in one price kind of thing, a bundle. An eBay life. Travel insurance, pension, match contributions, an eBay life. What else have I got here? I've got other notes here, but anyway, that's it. What do you think? Do you think we should have like a better treatment from eBay? Should we be seen as an extension of the family, of the eBay family? We are in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. There's a partnership here with eBay, and as there is over on Royal Mail. Should Royal Mail give us something back? We're in the middle of these two corporate giants, these big PLCs, and they're feeding off us and not getting anything back. I want something back, eBay. Do you hear me? I want you to offer me a savings program, a life insurance, critical insurance, critical life cover, travel insurance. I want a pension. I want a whole package. I want you to take it from my sales every month to cover it. I don't want a headache in the future. Okay, it's too late for me. But for younger people coming into eBay who choose that as a career, right, as a self-directed seller in business for themselves, but not by themselves, because they're not, are they? You depend on them and they depend on you. Give us something back. I don't know what, but there must be something, and there's a big opportunity there for you to create a sub-company called eBay Life. Go and buy a cheap bank, reverse it into the company, manufacture the products or develop the products that cheap bank has already got, and offer them out to us. You're already doing loans, so why, you're trying to lend us money to invest in stock. Come on, give us some other products as well. I'm sure you'll make a lot of money out of it. There must be 30,000 sellers in the UK alone that may or may not subscribe to something that you offer them at a preferential rate. No-brainer from my point of view. If I was in the marketing department, that's what I would do. I would want a deeper relationship with my sellers. Surely my buyers, of course, but the sellers, without us, without a stable sales community, there's no market. You might say, no, without any customers, there's no market. No, where the sellers go, the buyers follow. Trust me. We've got Vinted for evidence. All the sellers went over onto Vinted. The buyers flocked there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. eBay, get in touch if you want to talk to me about my preferential requirements. Speak to you later. Thank you. Bye.